So here, in this particular verse, it is mentioned that the kingdom of God, which is above material universes, is desired by Brahmā and other demigods. And Prabhupada in the Purport explains very nicely what are the qualities which we need to develop. Not only qualities, how we go about developing those qualities. And as we all know, in this age, the recommended process, the most easiest process, the most sublime process is chanting the holy name of the Lord. But Prabhupada is explaining in the Purport in detail that how there are 10 offenses which we might be committing while we are chanting these names, while we are taking the medicine, and there is a possibility we may not get the desired result. Many of you would have come across this question, कि he is a devotee, how can he behave like this? Or how can he be a devotee? And sometimes seeing the behavior, the activities, the conduct of someone, one might also get bewildered. And sometimes it can also happen that, okay, if it is 1 year old, 2 year old, we can easily reconcile. He is new. But it can happen also with someone who is 25 years, 30 years in the movement. So there was a very nice article which talked about, Prabhupada compares this mission. We are part of this mission, we have joined this mission. It's like a spiritual hospital. Just like in a hospital, a person who is diseased gets admitted, people can take treatment outside also. But somebody is very sick, requires very focused medical intervention, he is admitted in the hospital. Just a couple of days back, there was a devotee in Mumbai. The temperature reached 105 degrees. Now if it is 100, 102, you can take paracetamol, you can manage. But if it is not going 104, 105, then it needs focused attention, supervision from expert medical doctors. So he was admitted. And luckily in 2 days he recovered and he is discharged. So it's like a spiritual hospital. And medicine can be taken outside also. You don't have to get admitted to the hospital. But in hospital, the advantage is there is close supervision. There is more focus. For a person to get cured, there is a good possibility, because suppose some timely test has to be done, something has to be monitored, something has to be checked. Doctors and nurses can come on rounds. Timely intervention can be, suddenly BP is going very low, suddenly temperature has increased, it's 105, it's not coming down, they can give a higher dose of paracetamol. All that may not be possible in the home. Sometimes you may not even know that the temperature has gone above 104. So it's a very good, nice example. We all should understand that how it's actually a spiritual hospital. In a material hospital, we go for getting cured of some material disease. temperature, malaria, some other disease, heart problem. Here we have got admitted, all of us full-time missionaries, and even those who are sincerely, seriously practicing, to get cured. To get purified. There is something called as tan rog, then there is man rog, and there is something called as bhav rog. So it's a spiritual hospital to get cured of bhav rog. We have come across many times people asking, why build a temple? They can easily understand that, yes, in a society, hospital is required. Yes, in a society, school is required. Yes, in a society, all kinds of amenities what we find is required. Mall is required. Market is required. Post office is required. So just like you have hospitals, just like you have schools for material education, likewise you also need a temple which is not just a place of worship, but where people can come, all the impurities, all the wrong conceptions, all the ignorance, all the misgivings can get removed. A person can get purified. More so from bhavrog. What is bhavrog? Punarapi janma, punarapi marana. People are trying to solve problems, scientists, all big intellectuals, they are discussing the world's problem. But actually, if we analyze, the biggest problem is bhavrog. We may solve the poverty problem, we may solve the economic development problem, but next life the same Atma which is eternal takes birth in another place, maybe another planet. Maybe assuming lot of material advancement happen and the world has become economically developed. There's no more third world countries. But according to karma, the soul will take birth in another planet, another universe, and suffer the consequences what he has to suffer. So the whole idea of material advancement is farce. Everyone is getting what is due to him according to his past karmic reaction and is made to enjoy or suffer. And this is happening life after life, much against our wish. So this is a spiritual hospital. Now, I remember when I was doing life membership preaching many years back, I used to, sometimes you get reference, you get into a certain particular. So I used to very often go to hospitals because many of the doctors were members, and if you ask references, they would give further references of some doctors. So invariably, I used to spend a lot of time in the hospitals. So, hospitals, even if I have gone to, in Bangalore there is Manipal Hospital, Malya Hospital, very famous, very reputed, very posh hospitals. Not everyone can afford treatment there. Whenever I have frequented that hospital, invariably I have seen some patients crying because their near and dear one passed away. I have also seen, although they don't from the entrance they don't bring out the dead bodies, but I have also seen the bodies being through that stretcher and taken out of the hospital into the ambulance and further taken to wherever the mortuary or. So the best of hospitals also, there are people dying. It is not necessarily that the hospital treatment was bad. It is not necessarily that the doctors were negligent. It was not necessary that the medicine was bad. There's so many factors come in play. It could also be because the doctors did not take proper medical care. It can also be that wrong diagnosis was done and wrong medicine was given. So, if a person has to get cured of a material disease for which he has got admitted in a hospital, so many factors are in place. So, there was an article which was about what are the parameters in play. First, and some which I miss out, you can also contribute. First, his disease is diagnosed properly. Second, he has been given the right medicine. Third, he is taking the medicine properly. The doctor has told 3 times in a day, morning, afternoon, evening, but a person takes any antibiotics, just one is enough. Proper medicine. Taking the medicine properly as prescribed. Taking the full course. Many times people, doctor says take for 5 days, you go to the medical shop, give me for just 1 day, enough. Yeah, we have confidence in our immunity. 1 day is enough. Taking the full course. Then, what else? Following the prescription. Doctor would have told, don't take oily food. The do's and also the don'ts. Doctor would have told, okay, take light food and avoid so and so oily food, fried food. So the do's and don'ts. What else? Proper diagnosis. Then willingness of the patient to follow. The parents have taken. He does not have a desire to get properly medical treatment. Sometimes, when the doctors want to give injection, crying, no, I don't want, but the parents are insisting. The eagerness of the patient to get cured. Next, faith in the doctor. We may go to a hospital, somebody has taken us to an allopathic, but we don't have faith. This is all bogus. English made bogus. Faith in it. Faith is a very important belief. There's something called a placebo effect. Placebo effect means they have studies done where a patient, not even medicine, even surgery has been done. People with arthritis, the wound has been, the leg has been cut open, nothing has been done, and it has been stitched back. And the patient has had faith, now the surgery is done, now I will be better. And he has become better. It's called placebo effect. Same way with medicine. Just because you have believed that I have taken medicine, now I'll get cured, you get cured. Belief in the doctor. Next, belief in the medicine. You may take the medicine, take the required prescription, follow the do's and don'ts, but you don't have faith. Faith in the doctor, faith in the medicine. What else? Anything left out? Faith in the doctor, faith in the medicine, eagerness to get cured, the right diagnosis, the right medicine, the right do's and don'ts, taking the full course. So likewise, the same thing is applicable here in a spiritual hospital. It is just by being in a hospital, just by going to a doctor does not assure that one person will get cured. Just by going to the best doctor also does not get assured that you will get cured. By taking the best medicine also does not get assured that you will get cured. All these factors come in play. Faith in the doctor, faith in the medicine, taking it properly, the right do's and don'ts. Belief that yes, it will work, I will get cured. Following the process, taking the full course. So likewise, here both things about the chanting, what are the offenses which we may be committing because of which the chanting will not be effective. Offensive chanting. In one lecture we were hearing the chanting of the holy name is so powerful, it's so expert in curing us of the material disease, that if there was a competition between the holy name and an expert sinner, both are expert holy name and expert sinner. Expert sinner is one who is very expert in committing sins. He says the expert sinner will get defeated because the holy name is so expert that just by chanting the name, the sin which an expert sinner cannot commit, that sin can get wiped out by chanting the holy names of Krishna. But Prabhupada explains there is quality of that chanting. Today one may wonder if that is every day I am chanting, but what is the quality? With what faith? With what conviction? With how many, avoiding what kind of offenses? Otherwise, sometimes we can get a feeling all this is ye to bolne ke liye, this is all just philosophy. Sometimes devotees get that feeling also. Don't tell me philosophy, tell me something practical. These all glories of the holy name have been shared not by some marketing. Sometimes marketing companies, they glorify the product. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, no good quality. Injurious to health, Maggi. But big celebrities come and do the branding, do the advertising. So who is talking about the glories of the holy name? None other than this pristine, pure acharyas who have no selfish motive, who themselves are, just like here it says, tears flowing from the eyes. They themselves are experiencing ecstatic symptoms. The joy, they are saying, and they have no ulterior motive. The only motive is how they can share, how this conditioned souls can also get cured, how they can also experience the most sublime gift of Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Their only motive is that. Why did Prabhupada go to America? No other motive. No motive to make money, no motive to become famous, no motive to puja, pratishtha, labha. No motive for even sometimes, you go desired for variety, desire for change, desire for vacation, nothing. In fact, Prabhupada was very nicely in a spiritual atmosphere in Vrindavan. So, many times in an institution, in an organization, we can get lost. Because there will be organizational dynamics. Organization is required. Prabhupada one place says, heart of a Bengali mother and organizing skills like the Britishers. He gave the example of Indian Railways. Now it's all computerized. You can book ticket, any train, anywhere, any day. You can know this many seats are left. But 30 years back, there was no computers, internet and all that thing. Still booking was happening. Still you can reserve the compartment, reserve the berth. Imagine trains running all over India and thousands of trains. You can book the ticket. Organization. Lakhs of employees, lakhs of people working, but working systematically and delivering the product. What is that service? You can travel from any part of the country to anywhere and you can book the tickets. If you want to go from one place to another place, bicycle you can go, but thousands of kilometers, systematically, timely fashion. The train will come at this time, at this station it will stop for this many minutes, this thing. The whole plan is there. And there was no computers that time. How? Power of organization. Sometimes when we see the organization, means there will be politics. Organization means there will be some kind of pulls, pushes. That's organization dynamics. And sometimes we think grass is green on the other side. We may think that politics is here. Oh, see, that organization is so well maintained. Every organization, it's an organizational dynamic. Because in organization also there will be structure. Where structure is there, not everyone can be at the top. Just like Prabhupada when he went to Tokyo, Macmillan Company, he met those people, and then the deputy manager, he wanted to preach to him, asked him, what's the goal of life? What do you want to do? So he took his visiting card of all the bosses which were there. I want to be the chairman. Not everyone can become a chairman. So then what will happen? Politics will happen. So Prabhupada also says that if one wants to practice Krishna consciousness all by himself, no, I don't want organization, I will practice myself. Simply I'll just nicely, peacefully. Not possible. If we have to do systematically in an organized way, we require an institution, an organization, which Prabhupada started. It's his mission. International society. Prabhupada also did not make localized, international society. Now, organization has benefits, has lot of merits, has lot of advantages. Today, ours is a big place. We do Janmashtami. All the media wants to come and cover it. It's the biggest Janmashtami, biggest celebration. It's a going forward, everyone will talk about it, big brand. There's so many, there could be small Krishna temples in some corner. Nobody even knows that temple exists. Prabhupada said, we don't require this marble temple when he was asked about Juhu. We don't require for our practice of Krishna. For us, a grass hut in the outskirts of a city is very conducive for a practice of Krishna consciousness. But how many people will come? I remember when I had joined, for 6 months, daily we used to go for book distribution. After morning prasadam, 10:30 go out in KG Road in Bangalore, Kempegoda Road. And every day reach there by 11 o'clock, and by 6:30, 6 o'clock we leave. So we used to have folding table and display the books, Bhagavad Gita. I still remember some day, if it was very, very good day, you got very good people, the crowd was good, the weather was good, the winds were favorable, you would have 6, 7, at best 8 Gitas. And there are days when we have come back with 2 Gitas sold. There is one person in Bangalore, ISKCON temple. He was working in the Gita counter when I used to oversee about 10-12 years back. He even now sends messages to me whenever they cross the some milestone they achieve. If some weekend, some very good sale happens, so he'll send a message. He wants to share his joy. I have received messages in one day, 430 Gitas, 500 Gitas. Because of organization. Yes, Gita we can also distribute. We don't require a temple, we don't require this thing. We can go 3, stand this thing, 3, 5 Gita we can distribute. 5,000 people passing through the Harinam Mandap, receiving the holy name. Prabhupada's Hare Krishna Mahamantra Japa is happening, and Prabhupada, everyone step by 108, this thing, they're going through 4,000. Every day morning it is announced, 3,000 people receive the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. How is it possible without organization? So, now organization, there's a lot of benefits, but there are demerits also. Organization dynamics, we can get so fully focused in the dynamics that we can lose the purpose for which we are part of the organization. We can forget the purpose. Just like that Tokyo man, that Michael, his purpose is to become the number one. That is his goal. In an organization, somebody can lose the purpose why we have got the organization. We have got to get cured of the material disease. We have come here to become devotees. We have come here to get cured of our anarthas. And in organization dynamics, we can get lost. I also want to become this. How to do to consolidate power? And we can get so lost in organizational, so-called, even organizational goals. I want to increase book distribution. No time for reading books. So here in the Purport, Prabhupada is very nicely explaining that what is our goal? Our goal is to get cured. Our goal is to become nice devotee. Like here it says, good qualities like the devatas. How many times have we done have stopped for a while and done some bit of introspection? Am I better than what I was 1 year back? How many of us have stopped and done some bit of reflection? If I look back, what I was 1 year back, if I am 2 years in the moment or 5 years in the moment, what I am today, what anarthas I have, what shortcomings I have, what weaknesses I have, what my improvement areas are, vis-a-vis what I was 1 year back, 5 years back. Yes, it's a fact that ours is a powerful process. Prabhupada says, just hold on to my dhoti, I'll take back. It's a fact. But we have also to do our duty as a patient. When we have gone to a doctor, you may have the best of doctors, you may have best of the medicine, but still patient has to do something. He has to take the medicine the right way, follow the right do's and don'ts, the prescription. So many 10 offenses are there. It said, avoid the offenses. Who has to avoid? Who has to see what are the offenses I am committing? How I can minimize those offenses? It's a work. It's a lot of work. Advancement does not yes, some way it happens automatically also. Just like you've gone to the hospital, you have met the doctor, some bit of treatment will happen. But if we have to get cured fast, properly, then some work has to be done from our side. One of the offenses which is mentioned, the 10th offense, the first offense is to decry persons who try in their lives to broadcast the glories of the Lord. In my experience over many years, this is one offense which I see. Familiarity breeds contempt, criticize, blaspheme, as if we think that we have got now the right, adhikara. We can pass our judgment on anything which is happening in the organization. Unfortunately, if we are not careful, we'll go through a very, very painful phase in life. Very, very painful. And that painful phase will be, everyone please make note of this. The painful phase will be after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, we'll get a feeling, na main idhar ka, na udhar ka. Neither I have spiritually advanced. When I look back my friends, they have, somebody is MD in a company, somebody has earned a lot of money, is living in a bungalow, he has a car. The painful phase is, I still have those material desires, I still have those aspirations, still all that higher taste has not got developed. I am not experiencing ecstasy, the tears flowing from the eyes, what is being mentioned here. I am not experiencing that. Neither I am enjoying what the others are doing. It will be very, very painful. You'll feel neither I am here nor there. Where am I? Lost. Okay, the Goswamis, very clear. Tyaktva turnam, very clear. Given up everything, tucham, and experiencing the joy, the bliss, Krishna consciousness. They don't want this. Our Karmi friend, they've also given up the Krishna consciousness. No need, quote unquote, in ignorance, blissful. Enjoying big plans to enjoy material this thing. Plans go every year, different vacation. Those who have money, they have plans. So it is very important that we don't get lost. And that is possible if we are taking the medicine properly, as per the prescription, following the do's, following the don'ts, having faith in the spiritual master, having faith in his words, having faith in the medicine. And that will come when we are properly situated, avoiding all offenses. Vaishnava aparadha is called mad elephant offense. One may be doing everything, just like a very good example is given of a garden. If someone has some experience of gardening, to maintain a good garden and to grow a garden, it may take years together. Plant the right kind of trees, maintain it, water it, weed it. But if an elephant enters, it can completely ransack and ruin the garden in no time. Vaishnava aparadha, blaspheming the devotees, criticizing is like this thing. 5 years, 8 years we have been chanting, we have been following all the principles, taking the medicine, this thing and all that. We commit Vaishnava, gone. And many times we are not careful. Just imagine somebody has grown the garden with so much of pain, so much of care, and everything is ransacked. What motivation he will have to again cultivate and grow the thing? He will be, what is the use? So all of us have to do some bit of soul searching. Spiritual process is not, there is some bit of introspection, introspective sage. We can get so externally focused. This is not okay, that is not okay, he is not okay, he is doing this, he is doing that, he is talking to me, he is doing. Our radar should be inside, unless it's an assigned duty. Our radar is always focused. What is not okay, what is not okay, what is not okay, what is not okay, what is not. A devotee should be so busy, he has no time to find what is not okay. Unless it is his assigned dirty duty to find what is not okay. It's a dirty duty. Dirty duty means somebody has to do that duty. Otherwise he should be so busy. This is also not okay in me. This is also not okay in me. This is also not okay in me. This is also not okay on me. How can I improve this? 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 If we don't have that mindset, years will pass by, hairs will become grey, but consciousness will be remain same what we had when we joined, or even worse than that. So it is our duty, it is our responsibility. We have joined the mission of Prabhupada. Janma sartak kari karopkar. We will not be able to even do paropkar if we have not done janma sartak. Janma sartak means purification. If we ourselves are full of anarthas, full of all wrong ideas, wrong perception, faithlessness, blaspheming, criticizing, what paropkar will do? Krishna, why will he use as an instrument? And I said we can get lost. We should not get lost. Why we have joined? Why did we made our parents cry? Why did we, everything became topsy-turvy in our life for couple of years. Why did we do that? We wanted to become Krishna devotee, want to serve the mission. We should not get lost. And the responsibility is not on the organization. The responsibility is not, this is not, that this is not. Responsibility is with me. Sometimes there is no association, there is no this. Are we making the best use of association which is there? They say you can either get results or you can get excuses. You cannot get both. There is no end. We can have hundreds of reasons why I am stuck, why it is not okay, this is not okay, this is not okay, this is not okay, this is not okay. So let's not lose. Here it is very clear. We should have qualities like the demigods, divine qualities. Prabhupada says 26 qualities of devotee. He is clean, he is mild, he is compassionate, he is Krishna conscious, he is friend to everyone. Am I improving in that? Are these qualities reflecting in my behavior and character? He is gentle. So we should do this introspection. In fact, you can write 26 qualities. You can rate yourself 1 to 5. In fact, I would recommend if you can do this exercise. I have done this. 26 qualities you rate yourself 1 to 5, where I am. Every year do this rating and you see whether you've improved or not. 26 into 5, maximum you can get that much points. Do yourself. You don't have to show to anyone. You yourself can do. When we have to fill the scores, we have community pressure. Here, keep the scores to yourself. Every year, Janmashtami day or maybe fix a date. 26 qualities, rate yourself. 10 offenses to the holy name, rate yourself where you are. And year on year you do and see. If the biggest competition you can have is with yourself. Don't compete with anyone else. Compete with yourself. Have satisfaction if you are better than what you were yesterday. That's a big achievement. So we'll stop here. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Śrīla Prabhupada ki.